Long ago, in the land of Israel, there lived a prophet named Hosea. God chose him to speak his words to the people. But the people of Israel had turned away from God. They bowed down to idols and gave their hearts to false gods, forgetting the one who had rescued them from slavery in Egypt and brought them into the promised land. Their hearts were divided, and their love for God had grown cold. One day, the Lord gave Hosea a command that must have sounded strange, even painful. God told him, "Go and marry a woman who will be unfaithful, for the land itself has been unfaithful to me." Hosea was asked to live out in his own marriage the very thing God was experiencing with his people. His marriage would become a living picture of God's relationship with Israel. So Hosea obeyed. He took a woman named Gomer to be his wife. In time, they began a family together. Their first child was a son, and God told Hosea to name him Jezreel. That name was a warning of judgment, for in the valley of Jezreel much blood had been shed, and God was going to punish the royal house of Israel. Later, Gomer gave birth to a daughter, and the Lord said, "Call her Lo Ruhamah," which means not loved, because God would no longer show his mercy to Israel as he once did. Then another son was born, and God said, "Name him Lo Ami," which means not my people, for Israel had broken covenant with their God. Each child's name carried a heavy message. Each time the children were called, the people of Israel were reminded that they had turned away from their Lord. But worse was yet to come. Just as God had said, Gomer became unfaithful to Hosea. She left him, running after other lovers. She gave herself to them, chasing after pleasures and promises that could not satisfy. What began as excitement and freedom eventually turned into shame, disappointment, and bondage. Gomer, the wife of the prophet, found herself broken, rejected, and enslaved by the very life she had chosen. It would have been easy for Hosea to close his heart, to say, "She betrayed me. She is gone. Let her face the consequences of her choices." But God was not finished with the story. He spoke to Hosea again and said, "Go, show your love to your wife once more, though she is loved by another and is unfaithful. Love her as I love the people of Israel, though they turn to other gods." So Hosea set out to find her. He searched until he came to the place where she was being sold as a slave. There she stood, stripped of dignity, unwanted, bound in shame. Yet when Hosea saw her, his heart was full of love. He did not walk away. He did not condemn her. He paid the price to buy her back, 15 shekels of silver and a measure and a half of barley. He redeemed her with his own resources, and then he spoke gently to her, saying, "You will live with me. You will no longer run after other men. You will be mine, and I will be faithful to you." What Hosea did for Gomer was a living picture of what God was doing for Israel. Even though Israel had turned to idols, even though they had broken his covenant, God's love was still greater than their unfaithfulness. He was willing to forgive, to heal, and to restore them. Hosea's marriage became a testimony to the endless mercy of God. And this story is not just about Hosea and Gomer, or even Israel. It is about us. We too have wandered from God. We too have placed other things before him: money, pleasure, pride, or our own desires. Like sheep, we have all gone astray. But just as Hosea went to the marketplace to buy back his wife, so God has come to redeem us. He did not pay with silver or barley. He paid with something far greater. He gave his Son, Jesus Christ, who laid down his life on the cross. Even while we were sinners, Christ died for us. That is the heart of God. His love is stronger than our sin. His mercy is deeper than our failures. He calls us back, not to condemn us, but to restore us. Just as Hosea told Gomer she would be his, once more, God says to us, "You are mine. I will heal your unfaithfulness. I will love you freely." So the story of Hosea is really the story of God's love. A love that does not give up. A love that pursues. A love that pays the price to bring us home. No matter how far we have wandered, His arms are open. No matter how deep our shame, His mercy is deeper still. Amen.